Why can't I hear my neighbor's entire conversation? Coño, cállate. Pendeja. Hola, betrayed by Sings. How are you? Happy hump day. Hola, JJ's. Do you hear this pendeja? Can you guys hear her? She's very loud. Coño. Hola, JJ's. Happy hump day. How is everybody doing? Hola, Arrow. Hi, let's dance. Betrayed by Sin says happy wings day. Hola, Vinxing. Send to the Cash App 67. Thank you, Arrow. Hola, Rose. Gracias. Hola, Magic Man. Send to the Cash App, Khalifa. JJ says, how's your day? Ay, it's okay, JJ, pero tú sabes qué? These stupid California fig beetles que me tienen alta. Me tienen hasta aquí, maldito. You know, they're like helicopters. They have no personal boundaries. It was trying to fly into my apartment, hitting the screen, trying to come in here. Like, the Donald Trump, the Iran sent these bugs to spy on us. Hola, putis, I'm Racheta Puñeta Chancleta with the tetas. I am your favorite toxica Latina. And today we are ranting. I'm starting with the bugs. If you super chat, you can skip the line and we can discuss what you want to discuss. You can ask me something. You're going to get a shout out. And I can roast your profile if you have a photo or a video. I will roast your page. Okay, I'm gonna go through these comments. I go through all the comments, so. But if you want me to skip ahead to your comments, super chat. And anyone who gives, I act like an NPC. I act like an NPC to all my gifters. Burko says, do not cast your spells and evil voodoo over here. Girl Dad Cookie something says, hit the like button if you haven't. Jess, give me likes. Thank you, Girl Dad. Okay, this pendejo needs to get out of here, fresco. Hola, No Fly Zone. Hola, Jose Mateo. Hola, Hasingtingpor. Jose Mateo says, your beauty lies not only in what you project, but in the light you radiate from your heart. Never stop shining. I have no heart. Hola, JJ's. Hola, Mar. Hola, KB Stuart. In the bio, Andre. Hola. Hola, Stefan. Hola, Nording Waldi. Hola, Giuseppe. Miami, Florida, exactamente. Hola, George Lopez. Is this the comic, George Lopez? Mira, why don't you book me in one of your shows, puto? If this is George Lopez, the comedian, the actor, the one who looks like an old potato, why don't you cast me in your shows? I can be your toxic sister. I will play the side hoe, the sugar baby, pretty much anything but the maid. What are the books you have to the left? Let's see. Positive Energy, The Power, The Magic from Rhonda Brain. ¿Qué más? The Four Agreements. Great Speeches by African Americans. The Case for Christ. A bunch of Bibles. Hola MD Ofa. Hola Omar Nua. Hola Akol. You love me so much. Where is this love? Did you cash app the love? Everybody who cash apps and you put your email, you're going to get a free photo from me and a free trial to my Fang site. No, I don't see a cash app donation. You don't love nobody. Hola Niving. Yes, I do. Go to the bio. Hola FlyX. Hola Luis. Mushrooms. I have not done mushrooms in a long time. I was taking the chocolate bars for a little bit. They're from a company called Trey House. And they sell these chocolate bars that have mushrooms in it. And you know, most people when they do mushrooms, they're like, oh, I feel so weird and sick with the maybe the regular kind. But if you do the mushrooms with the chocolate, it is like pre-workout. I feel like a freaking Avenger. Every time I do mushroom chocolate, I have to go running. I have to exert the energy. Hola, Jesse Jose. Hola, bodyguard. What shoes are you wearing today? No shoes. No Fly Zone says 360s. Did you send money? I don't do 360s for free. Nothing is free. I'm talking to you for free. George Lopez says, can you stand up and turn around? Can you send a super chat? Tesaga says, stop being positive. A star is born. Look out, J-Lo. Thank you for this star. Hola, Beruz. How are you, my friend? I'm okay. How are you? Bodyguard says, what shoes do? Okay, no shoes. A star is born. Look out, J-Lo. Thank you for the stars. Olivia Thomas. Sangman says, the new queen of comedy. Gracias. Royal says, I want to eat. Vete pa'l carajo, sucio. Esteban says, are you from the job? ¿Qué carajo es eso? I don't work. Hola, Paul Diamond. Jules, why didn't you give me diamonds? Thank you for the jewels, Raul. Hola, Zeno. Hola, Jesus. Jesus, Franco, whatever your name is from Spain. K-Hub says you're really hot. Prove it. The cash app is ping. Hola, Ensonidero. Hola, David. Hola, Richard Lemke. Raimundo says no heart. Exactamente. El Sonidero says, greetings from New York, my friend. Hola, Big Rex. Beauty Gracie says, you are hot. Gracias. Royal says, can you twerk? Of course, I'm Latina. Joey Serna says, big D's. Chipper says, Boricua Morena. Hola, Gatti. Zeno says, you look totally different. Thank you, I went to sleep. Brutal says, hola. Rico says, baked potato. I love baked potatoes. Jay Enough says, he's a pretty cool guy in person. Who? Wolf Dom says, I'm paying. Where? I don't see a payment. I see no payment. You're not paying nothing. Thank you, KB Stewart. Remain confident says, I have no heart. Legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. Lamage de whatever your name is. Shaking my head, K. Hoop Twice says, your toxic sister. Hola, your toxic sister. I love that. Bodyguard says, what shoes did you have? I already told you. Hola, Cody Page. Big Rex says, LMA chula, you joy of fun. Rico says, hola. Okay, let's see. Hola, Gab Freeman. Hola, Hamza. What's your favorite singer? So many. Let's see. So many. Where to start, you know? I really like Young Miami. She is iconic. She deserves a statue. NYPD traffic says I got a parking ticket with your name on it. No, I thought that was a sponge for my record. Hola Juan Medina. Tom Lizard says, wow, hello, I'm a white guy. Just tell me and I will say I'm a good boy. Send money to Cash App. It is pinned. Hola queso. Mr. Miyagi says, love the accent. Gracias. Where are all these perverts coming from? Coño, you know, the way as perverted as you guys are, the way you guys are so perverted, you clearly are all virgins. I thought you were about to say sprinkle, sprinkle. I love Shira 7. You know, she is like, let's see who paved the way. She is like the Martin Luther King of women. Shut up with the couch stuff, coño. You guys are spamming my comments for no reason. Hola, subject PK. Paul Diamond says, hola, Salma Hayek, please. Olivia Thomas says, loved you, girly. Gracias, Olivia. Brian says, sexy tiger. This is cheetah prank. Puto. AB says, you don't work, so you're a bum. Yes, I am a bum and my sugar daddies give me money. Steve says, very cool message on Super Chat page. Gracias. Caveman says, you're gangster. Exactamente. JJ says, I have a question. What is it? Hola, CRM. Hola, Joran Miquel. Hola, Steve Truth. Hola, Daniel Bass. Gracias. You say I'm so beautiful. Prove it. Send the super chat. Joran Miquel says, Griselda Blanco. Yes. Exactamente. Jerry Morrow says, hello, beautiful. Hola, Jerry. Hola, Lollipop. Something Ariana Grande. Hola, peace always. Am I permitted to watch? Do I need mom's permission? No, you cannot watch until you send to Cash App that is pinned. Hola, Rock the Jipper. Caveman says, I remembered you be wearing beards. I do not be wearing beards. That is that puto Baru who owns the strip club that my cousin dances at. I do not wear beards. Hola, Rico. Santino says, you are like a beautiful sunset, and I'm the kind of person who never tires of admiring you. Admire the Cash App link. Gracias. Addison says, do you like crab legs? Of course. Thank you for subscribing, Addison. Hola, Lily. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. This pendejo Fusel says, do you show punani? Do you show money? Did you send money to Cash App? A whole lot of it. Go ahead, send to Cash App. Hola, Lollipop. Hola, Paul Diamond. Hola, Al Jones. Oh boy, que? Malcolm says, holy matrimony, let me get some of that guacamole. Hola, Jayling. Gesture Pookie, send to the cash app that is ping. Hola, Cortex Sashimi. Shout out to Al Jones using the Racheta emoji. That is me. If you want access to my exclusive emojis, join the memberships here on YouTube. Cortex Sashimi said, can your husband fight? Which one? Hola, London. Hola, Ayla. Your hair is so pretty. Gracias. I don't know what that means, Jong. Jerpuki says, can you stand up? Did you send money? No. You did not send money, so I cannot stand up. Chuk says, can I buy you a new wig? This is my real hair. You wouldn't know perfection if it hit you in the face. Hola, USA. Hola, Tor Shang Heng Sing. Hola, Camila Freeman. Gracias. Okay. Let me sign in too. I'm gonna stream in my fan site too. Okay, did you send it to the Cash App, Jerpuki? Albuquerque says, what's up, chat? It is not a wig, it is perfect hair. What kind of wig has split ends, puto? You know nothing about hair, and it's probably because you are bald. Judging by your picture, you are bald as a freaking egg. That's why you cannot recognize real hair, because you have none. Pendejo telling me my hair is fake. He doesn't even know what hair looks like. Please, you look like Caillou. Little Bill. Hola, Obalito. Lively says, you look good in the cheetah print. Gracias, Lively. It is my signature look. If I am not wearing my money dress, I am wearing something cheetah print. Al John says, Racheta, sigh. There I ask, how'd you been? What is the dramatics with this sigh? Why are you sighing like that? Sigh. Your Pookie says, please, did you send the money? You did not send money, Pookie. How Jones, I've been okay. One of my sugar daddies is sick, which is usually a good thing, but I am not on his will yet. So before he croaks, I need to get on the wheel to secure my money. It is very hard being this beautiful, you know. Landon says, I think Jews have hair. Don't they wear wigs? Lively says, the most beautiful thing I've seen today so far. Wow, is that your girlfriend in your picture? That you are talking to me like this? Is that your novia? Thank you for the super chat, Al Jones. Do you have a question? Do you need advice? I know pretty much everyone in here needs advice, but do you have a specific question? Al Jones says, I take your word for it, Racheta. Hola, hello sis, the beautiful under the cheater. Oh, really? Pendejo pal carajo. Chimel Flavor says, how are you doing? I'm good. Cortex Sashimi says, can you show your cranium? If you send money, I will show you the cranium. Anakin says, I'm alpha as F. Not too beta like these boys, and I wouldn't touch you. You are not an alpha. Your screen name is Anakin Pie Walker. You are a loser. You probably have collectible Funko Pops that you're crying about that you might have to sell to make rent money. And you're crying about it because you don't want to give them up. Please, you are not an alpha. Hola, Stallion. JJ says, Ing, love you. No, you're not. John says, advice. Wait, you give advice now? No offense, but I don't take advice from Titi because I'm pretty know the way you resolve things. Again, no offense. Whatever, you know, I am the expert on dating. I get princess streaming, goddess streaming. Men are obsessed with me. I can tell you how to be one of those men that women are obsessed with and that women are attracted to. You know, but if you guys want to be like Anakin Skywalker, the pendejo who lives with his mother, then don't take my advice. What do I know? Hola, Adrienne. Okay, now I'm ignoring you the rest of the live until you spend money. Tony nearly says, hola, Tony. Real King Caesar says, yes, I'm loving you aroma. I smell like coconut and flowers. Hola, ATM. ATM! Really, ATM? Are you a simp? We love a good simp. Shagira says, wait, nothing wrong with living with parents. Nothing's wrong with living with parents, but if you're gonna lie to me and tell me you are an alpha while insulting me in the same time, I'm going to insult you back. You cannot pretend you are alpha and you're living with your parents collecting Funko Pops and your name is Anakin Skywalker, please. He's a virgin. He's not an alpha. What kind of alpha doesn't get cucaracha? Chuk says Steph showers with dish soap. ¿Quién carajo is Steph? Who is that? Joran McKell says she's from the Bronx. I'm from Miami and I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Caillou. Al John says, if I was a woman, I wanted to scam. You're the perfect one to talk to. Hola, toilet bowl. ATM says, no, that's the mother, guys. No, why is your name ATM? It is very misleading. JJ says you're beautiful and sweet. You must not be paying attention, JJ. Shagera says, what do you like to do for fun, sis? I like to shop. I like to take men's money. I like to be added to men's wills. I like to scam with my best friend, Angie. I like to sleep. I like to eat. Cortex says, can you do a backflip and fart at the same time? I don't fart. Hola, Mick. Hola, Laurenti. Hola, FSM. Send to Cash App, Laurenti. John 80 says, hello, Queen. How are you? I'm okay. No one has spoiled me yet, so I am sad. Jordan says, spend that ish. Yes, where all my scamming ass sucios at. Spend that money fast. 20, 50s, 100s cash. Go in there, go your bag. Boosting sucias, where you at? Stuffing that in your bag. Just to flipping, pop some tags. Go in the Goya bag. Spend that Spend that Shigeria says, be on men's wheels. What? Yes, exactamente. That's exactly what I said. Get on a man's wheel. Right now, one of my sugar daddies is near death and I cannot get on the wheel. It is very sad to me. What do you do for a living? Exist. Send money to Cash App, Commando. Put your email address in the notes. Hola, that's EFC. Send to the link that is pinged or to the supers. Aljon says, if all dudes know that you only want them for money and want to be in their will and stuff, is it a scam anymore? Well, they don't know that at first, you know? At first, it's like, wow. Who is this goddess who is giving me attention and she is way out of my league? Dios mío. I don't even care what her intentions are. Thank you for the super chat, Jong80. Obalito says, remember to like and subscribe to our Morsa. Thank you. ATM says, Jeshi for the streets. Jess, and your screen name is for a man who has money, ATM. Shigara says, oh, I see, interesting. What's your advice to have prosperity given to you? Be beautiful, be demanding, make sure you are always, you know, you have to remind them that they are not it. And you elevate the stock. That's why I always tell the pendejas, you know, they want, oh, I want someone who is good looking. I want a guy who looks like Brad Pitt. Pendeja. Get them old and crusty. The more liver spots, the more money. Do you want him to be near death? He cannot walk. Put him in a wheelchair. Do you want a very old, decrepit, sick, ugly, fat man who has no confidence? And you're gonna go in there and you're gonna give him all the confidence and delusions in the world. Hola, Demi. Thank you, Sade. Hola, bread sauce. Hola, Renee. So, Jess, that is my advice. If you want to be treated like a goddess, you have to act like the goddess. You have to realize that you are the prize. The dying old man, you add to his portfolio, you know? You show up with him, all the other people are like, oh my goodness, how did he get this one? How did he get this one? It doesn't matter because now he looks cool. All of a sudden he's getting the promotion, he's getting invited to the events because now he has someone attractive on his arm. Shigaria says where to find these rich men. I like to find sugar daddies in places like the hospital, you know, the funeral homes. Not because he is already dead, because he knows he's going to die and so he's planning things. Fancy restaurants, expensive stores. Do not go to an outlet mall or a Walmart. You will not find him in there. You're gonna go to like a Prada store, you know, something that is expensive. John says, Jesus, Racheta, tell him how you really feel. Eventually you do. For you, Albana says, my B-day is today. Happy birthday. Alaya says, tú es la perfecta mujer para hablar. You're the perfect woman to talk to. Did you send money? Wow, Jong80, gracias. You did not send money, so I am not the perfect woman to talk to. If you want to talk to me, just send money. That's how you get a woman's attention. I'm teaching you guys something here. Tia Lex says, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Hallelujah. Look at my tiny Jesus. He reminds me of real Jesus, and that, you know, even though I am a scam artist, a little heartless, Jesus died for me and accepts me. Thank you, Jesus. Shigara says, so essentially just be the best version of yourself and put yourself in high-value situations as a high-value woman. Yes, but not just high-value situations. High-value situations where the man is sick. And you know he's not, you know, think of, ¿cómo se llama? Ana Nicole. Do you think she was attracted to that old dying piece of garlic? Do you think she saw that man and thought, ay, Dios mío, this is the one, I cannot resist him. Look at those liver spots. I cannot wait to get on that. She knew he was gonna die soon and that he had money. Shred says, it's my birthday. Can you send to the link that is pinned, Shred? Al John says, so young, rich dude is out of the question. If so, why? Because young and rich is not his money. It has to be his money. It cannot be an inheritance because that can be taken. User J says majority of women are 304s. Only 20% are only good women left in today's time. Well, that's because 80% of men are dusty, incompetent, and cannot provide for women. So women are waking up. It is a grand awakening, okay? It is like the matrix for the women. We are waking up. The multiverse of women realizing, you know, that they need to step the standards up. And you can take your little 20% that you can find, and eventually she's going to realize you're not good enough for her too. Good night, JJ. User J says, that's why relationships are overrated. People have too much drama going on. Like, get over it. Stop being a baby. Especially if they have a lot of exes. But you know what is so funny to me? A man will be like, oh my goodness, she's a gold digger. She's a gold. She only wants me for my money. You only want her for her cucaracha, pendejo. There is a video going viral in TikTok right now. It is an audio sound of some men leaving a voice message to a girl saying, you know, I took you out, tanka taka tang. He probably took her to like Applebee's, nothing fancy. We had a good time. Now I'm trying to see if we are compatible physically. And she was like, no, we've only gone on a few dates. I'm not ready for that. So he said, well, respectfully, I don't need to come over. But when women say, I want my bills paid and I want to be treated like a goddess because that's what I am. Oh, espérate. She's a gold digger. Oh, she can do nothing for herself. You were using her like a grapefruit. Hola, Jackie. Al Jones says, so glad I'm in a healthy relationship. If you are in a relationship with a Latina, that is not healthy. Tom the Atom says, you and me, honey, would be fun. Did you send me money? Tom the Atom, let's see. A ver si tú me mandaste dinero o no. No, I do not see a donation, so it would not be fun for me. FR says, hi girl, would you like to math debate your... We would be digging the hole de... ¿Qué carajo eso? Hola, ex-destroyer. Hola, V4V. Pierre says, hola from USA. User J says, scary times we're living in. Modular says, Sofia Vergara from Timu. She is my great aunt. She is my great aunt. Al Jones says, don't say that. It's true. USA 505 says, toxicas are the best. Thank you for the donation, for the super chats. V4V says cringy. What is cringy is your screen name. What is that? Pierre says new subscriber. Gracias. So anyway, putos and sucias and putis, I'm Racheta Puñeta Chancleta with the tetas. If you don't know, I am your favorite toxica Latina. I have a famous talk show called A Sociopath and a Psychopath that I host with my best friend Angie. Thank you, John 80, that I host with my best friend Angie. And you can watch it, some of the free episodes here on YouTube. I uploaded one yesterday, and it is exclusive to memberships now. Aldron says, Racheta, respectfully, you scared the hell out of me, kiddo. Por eso te estoy diciendo, that's why I'm telling you. Oh, do you think you are in a healthy relationship with a Latina? You have not seen Obsessed. Oh, I see V4V. Hola, Haywood. Juicer J says, I'm black Ming. I prefer Latinas over black women. Hola, DMS. User J says, just buy her food. Just send her money. Women don't want to be bothered anymore, okay? There's too much stress in the world to be entertaining. What are you up to? Jew up? Or Jew up? Want to go out? Okay. Where do you want to go? Blocked. Vete pa'l carajo. You don't have plans. You don't have plans for me. Hola, Jays. Hola, Clint Torres. You don't have any plans. I have to come up with the plans and you're bothering me. That is why women don't care. They're over it. It's too much stress. Everyone is stressed. Everybody's got money problems. Everyone is having a hard time in life. And you want to hit her with the, are you up? I'm taking a shower. Without me? Vete pa'l carajo. Vete pa'l carajo. Danny Aguar says, you don't go to flans either. ¿Qué carajo es flans? Juicer J says, that's why divorce rates are high in America. Because people are broke. Clint Thor says, I would wine and dine you. Oh, really? Prove it. Send to the link that is pinged. Everybody who sends to the link that is pinged, and if you put your email address in the no section, you are going to get a free photo from me and a free trial to my Fang site. Thank you, Jong80. Hola, White Wolf. Most vicious says today, eggs. ¿Qué carajo eso? Hola, Diller Wang. V4V says prove it. Exactamente. Hola, Carlos Ramos. Okay, I'm going to send you 100 in seconds. Okay, Carlos, gracias. Make sure you put your email address for your free photo. Pomi says the hottie from Money Heist, the pizza from Costa Rica. Pizza from Costa Rica. Que cara. I've never heard of something like that. Pizza from Costa Rica. Hola, Franco. Did I even let it? I didn't even tell people I'm live. Dios mío. Even though I told everyone I'm going live, I have to tell them that I'm live now. Con la ropa, siente la pasión de reggae. Panca, tanca, tanca, ping, pong, pan. Pero tú no quieres. Tú quieres que te quite la ropa. Pero tú no quieres. Taca, 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 taca. Ah, tú no mira. Pizza from Jamaica, from Costa Rica. Anthony G says the voices in my head say hello. You should get help for that. Hola SW, Dios mío, Cardi C, where's the on set? Cardi C, that's a good one. User J says, do you think it's more of a problem with male and females in their 20s or older? Older. People in their 20s are just, they don't care about a relationship in their future, please. Hola, Cartherick. Gracias, send to the link that is pinged. John says, the Speedy fan you talk to. Hola, Stephen Glover. That is not in English. I don't know what that is. Hola, Lions Lamb. Damn it, I'm back. Just you are. Hola, Paul Shorty. Okay, putis. Let's make a reggaeton song. Lions Lamb says, here for my addiction. Latinas. Toxica Latinas. So everyone, welcome to my live stream. I'm Rachita Puñeta Chancleta with the tetas. It's your favorite Toxica Latina, the one who's going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts your feelings. I have a talk show called The Sociopath and a Psychopath with my best friend Angie from Jersey. Angie from Jersey. Oh, you look like, you smell like 30K a year. That's my best friend Angie, and we have a talk show together called The Sociopath and the Psychopath. You can see the playlist here on my YouTube. And if you want to see all the episodes, a mystery gift, is it money? What is it doing? Well, thank you for the mystery gift. John 80 says Nina Sky. Send to the link that is pinned, Euro Millard. Usher J says Latina's been winning since 2018. We've been winning for all eternity. Thank you for the super chat, John 80. Hola Mariner, hi from hot Greece. Hot Greece, doesn't that burn your skin? Okay. It's time to make up a reggaeton song. I hope you guys are ready. Hola, Michael Ancantor. Send to the link that is ping. Hola, good boy Paul. Hi, my toxic Latina queen. You haven't sent money to the Cash App. We've been through this. You cannot call yourself a good boy and put on this persona and then not follow directions. Okay, we're gonna do a reggaeton song. Give me a topic. Disco. Yo quiero ir a la discoteca. Vamos al disco. Vamos al discoteca. Racheta, la jefa, señor la teta. Que me come completa. Pongo maquillaje y salgo pa' la calle. Me pongo los pestañas. Araña. Al disco. Vamos para el discoteca. Para el disco. Vamos a la discoteca. Racheta, puñeta. Te doy en la cara con chancleta. Mentirosa, peligrosa. Vamos para el disco. Hola USA. Hola Anthony G. Hola le vecino. Hola le vecino. Hola le vecino. A heart? I do not have a heart, but thank you for the heart boat. Hola Officer Taylor. Hello to all. I hope you are okay. Kaleidoscope glass. Look, I look like Elton John. I cannot see. I look like a blind mice. I cannot see the dusties. Vamos para la discoteca. Disco. Okay. Let's find another beat. USA say toxic and dangerous, but beautiful. Thank you, USA. Hola, move dep. Thank you for the gifts, Anthony G. Zeke Little says now play a Puerto Rican legend, Big Pong. Hola, SW. I'm going to perform an exorcism. The demon is very strong, Mamacita. I rebuke your evil thoughts. I love Jesus. Jesus loved the sucias, okay? La Vecino says I cannot see the dusties. Hola, Cody. What's Spang here? Whatever you want to Spang. Al Jones says Elton John. Yes, that's what I looked like. Hola, Raving. Thank you for the donation, John. Special guy says, I'm confused. Is this some multi-personality disorder or something? Last time you said you were a vampire. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about my cousin, not me. Okay, let's see.
Woo! Reset.
Tóxica, racheta. Yeah, yeah, la mandé. Mira, Griselda Blanco. No me llames, estoy ocupada viendo tu mensaje, pero no contesto ya, pero no contesto ya, no contesto. Subo una historia pa' que te la veas, con otro bailando mientras tú saqueas. Ahora dices que cambié, pero fui contigo que aprendí el ABC. A, D, adiós, B, D, bye. C, D, cómprate flores porque ay no hay. Cómprate flores porque ay no hay. No me llames, estoy ocupada viendo tu mensaje. Pendejo, no me llames si no mandaste el cable. Si preguntas dónde estoy, te digo par carajo. Si preguntas con quién voy, te digo que no es tu palo. No es pa' ti, solo es pa' mí. Dame tu dinero, la tarjeta y la plata. Soy tóxica con diploma, me gradué con honores, no perdona. Ahora el besito dura una semana, ya más bien te he visto. Celosio, te ves mejor, ahora pruebe tu sabor. Lo que sembraste flores, so bebe la banera a precio. Un día mi reina, otro día quién. Ahora son problemas que no puedes resolver. Te dejé en el miedo, qué casualidad. Dice que en el karma tiene creatividad. Gracias. I should be a reggaeton singer. Look out, Ivy Queen. Okay, let's go through the comments. Lions Lamb says, I am a sucio. I don't give a F. Good. At least you are, owning it. Mic drop. Look out, Nicki Minaj. Pendeja. Cody says, yes, Jesus is King of Kings. Exactamente. Belly Girl says, Will Smith and Chris Rock are having a boxing match in August. For real? Levachino says, bro, I told you over and over, I'm tired of seeing you in the damn dog profile pic. Big Rex says, LOL, too much loca. Hola, Grace Hernandez. Queen Jada says, Gov your life to Jesus. What is Gov? Francisco, hola. Hola, Michael Goodlaw. Levachino says, is this the Mexican extreme version? This is not Mexican. This is reggaeton. Racist. Lion says, I just missed trial. Hola, Terry. Send to the link that is ping. Anthony says, vampire haters are gross. Julio says, hola, beautiful blessings. Lion says, F it, ain't nobody here telling. Only Tribal Chief says, vete pa'l carajo, only Tribal Chiefs, loser. Chip the Jen says, I Titi Benowa. I am not Titi, I am Racheta. And you know this, Chips the Jen. We have been through this, coño. Excuse me, let me put on my air condition. Mera guest says you should be que. Casango says Bad Bunny needs a Racheta feature. Wow. Rico says Judge you should. I don't know what that means. Zaza says hello Kim Kardashian 2015 prime. Stop it. Seriously, stop it. Miracle says, hello, Sofia Vergara. That is my tia. And she is very jealous. Thank you for the supers, Anthony G. Levechino says, how dared you call me racist queen of comedy? You're racist when you wear the Donald Trump wig. What Donald Trump wig? SW says, people from Madrid aren't that noisy, but we are romantic. Who says I'm from Madrid? I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. So my octave is like 20 times louder than normal people. It is a trait of being Boricua. Loin says sucio and rachetas, I'm learning. Hola, Eric B. So beautiful, I missed you. Hola, Alec. Can I see without a wig? It is not a wig. High five. Marshmallows, ew. Thank you, Anthony G. Wow. Find what? The link is pinned. Hola, peace and joy, Racheta and the leper print. Gracias. Hola, Jeremy Johnson. Lion says, I cannot be a Racheta without a major twerk on. I don't twerk for free. Hola, Jean from Montreal. Davicino says, don't say ill marshmallows are good. To Joe, I don't like it. Send to the link that is pinned, Alec. And put your email address in the notes. Hola, Lily. Yes, Spicy Latina. Hola, Natalie Vibes. Jesus loves you. He is the way, the truth, and the life. May the Lord be with you and your spirit. Gracias. Jean says, hi, BB Frank. BB Frank. Lion says, all the sucios know this. Hola, Joy Adrian. Hola, Ariang. Jean says, beauty girl. Gracias. Levechino says, Jennifer Selena Lopez looking thank you. Ice cream. I am on a diet. It is bikini season. Ice cream. I am on a diet. It is bikini season. Ice cream. I am on a diet. It is bikini season. Okay. Oh, we're gonna do another Racheta reggaeton. Chip the Jank says, Racheta, did you have Spring Love in your playlist? I remember when it first started. You came to me and you were broken hearted. I took you in and wiped all your tears away. And I was more than any lover gave. Don't you know I'm the one and I loved you, girl. I don't care what they say. You know you are my world. Come back to the tatang who loves you more and more. Don't you see that it was me you were searching for? Spring love. Come back to me. I need you and I want your money. Spring love. Come back to me. Springtime love is on my mind and I won't forget the way we share, the way we care, and I don't regret. Spring love, come back to me. Pendeja, we should go back for it, right in Coney Island. You see, that's what I'm saying. John says stand up for me. Did you send to the link that is pinned? I do not stand up for free. No. Martin Barro says, peep the voice. Thank you. Aljon says, how do you say Jew again? Hola, Bradley F. Sharp. Levechino says, someone get her some tequila and limes. Discoteca. Vamos pa la discoteca. Chip the Jank says, now that's a real Puerto Rican folk, exactamente, anthem right there. Lions Lamb says, you love Coney Island, stop that. No, I don't. Lady says bands to make her dance. Exactamente, where are the bands? Hola, Dudu. That is your name, Dudu. Dios mío. Levachino says Hispanic women are crazy and toxic and can cook. You're welcome. Okay, let's make another song. Let's find the beat. Everybody, oh, thanks to Jong80. Shout out to Jong80. Everybody who super chats, you get to skip the line of the comments. You get to ask me a question. I will roast your profile picture if you want me to, if you have one. And you get a shout out on my YouTube community posts where I tag your profile. Okay, a ver. Reggaeton beat. Let's see this one. Gold coins! I'm not Irish, but I like money. Gold coins! I'm not Irish, but I like money. Gold coins! I'm not Irish, but I like money. Thank you, Anthony G. This song is called Bilete Habla, Money Talks. Si no suma que no interrumpa. No me enamoran de otras promesas vacías. Me gustan los planes y la buena energía. Tú hablas bonito, pero eso no paga. Yo quiero un imperio, no solo palabras. No me deslumbra una cadena presta. Prefiero a alguien que la mente enfoca, que haga dinero sin perder la calma. El lujo comienza primero en la alma. No me compre flores de ocasión, me conquista la dedicación. Si tú tienes visión y disciplina y gasta punto, papi encima. Bilete habla, yo lo escucho bien. Me gusta un campeón que vaya al 100. No busco cuentos, busco evolución. El éxito también roba el corazón. Bilete habla, sueño como canción. Y cuando llega el cheque subo la emoción. No me impresa solo aprender. Quiero a alguien que sepa multiplicar. No quiero un príncipe de fantasía. Quiero uno que construya todos los días. Que sueñe en grande. Que no tenga miedo. Que celebra el triunfo después del suero. No soy interesada. Tengo claridad. Yo también trabajo por mi realidad. Si tú te vas para arriba, yo también voy. Dos mentiras valen más que soy. Billy te habla y yo lo escucho bien. Me gusta una campeón que vaya al 100. Si tú tienes hambre de progresar, así me vas a conquistar. Billy te habla, vibra sin control, pero el respeto vale mucho más que el gold. Lujo, ambición y buena conexión es la fórmula de esta canción. Money Talks. Racheta, puñeta, chancleta con la teta. Para la disciplina grita. Si vienes a crecer, entonces bailamos. Si no, vete pa'l carajo. Porque Billy habla y yo escucho bien. Thank you. Alliance Lamb says, let's be toxicos. Bobo says, cougar meow. Martin Barro says, what's going on? I just made up a song called Money Talks in Spanish. Bobo says, love or money? Money. Hola, the black song. Are you a half-breed? Yes. I am part alien. I don't belong here. Hola, Frank Matthew, 747. SW says with Jew, it's definitely never boring. Beitullah says even if I asked for it, he wouldn't give. I don't know what that means. John 80 says racheta. Chip the Jen says Madonna from La Isla Bonita matches Jew. I love that song. Adjo says Jewel Kong. Lily says Jew be rolling those R's. Yes, I'm Latina, of course. Anyway, if you are new here, welcome. I'm Racheta Puñeta Chancleta with the Tetas, your favorite toxica Latina, empowering women and helping men to get them. Everybody who super chats, you get to skip the line in the comments. You get to ask me a question. If you got a profile picture or a video that shows you, you're gonna get roasted if you want to be roasted. And you get a shout out here in my YouTube community posts. If you send to the Cash App that is ping and you put your email address, I'm gonna send you a free photo and a free trial to my Fang site. Christian says that was good. Gracias. Lily's laughing. Jong says the song Dale Don Dale. Dale. Dale Don Dale. Rakatakatare. La 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 manamale. Quien para dale 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 dale. Dale Don Dale. Takatakala. God's a lie. I like my women like I like my coffee ground up and stored in the freezer. Let's pray for this lunatic. Lord, I put a God's a lie. That is not blasphemy. That is his screen name. Excuse me. In your hands, and I ask that you will change his heart to change his screen name. In Jesus' name, amen. I just said you're killing me right now. Why? Lying Slam says, play my song because it's toxic. What is the song? Mario says, aha, my fave energy. Gracias. Hola, Adifa. You're in a cult. If you think Jesus is part of a cult, then what is your religion? Send to the link that is ping, Anthony. Hola, Paul Travis. Exactamente. Amen. All guards are man-made cults. So you are an atheist. I remember being on a day with an atheist, and in the middle of the day, he told me he was an atheist, so I left. Torglaco Loco says, hey, come to Turkey. Did you send me money for a ticket? Future group Chokita. Jimmy Shensky says, my wife gave me herpes. Could you please ask Jesus to cure me? I'm going to ask him. Hola, God, it's me again. Jimmy Shenkoshki, whatever his name is. You know that one because you know my thoughts. He claims that his wife gave him herpes. But you know that he is the one who had the herpes. So please clear his outbreaks and his wife's as well. Because he was being a sucio. Amen. Okay. So, Meng, Robbie Road says punishment. What is punishment? So the reason women are not attracted to you and don't care to see you after the first date is because you did not give them a princess treatment or goddess privilege, okay? You cannot take a lady on a date and then, you know, oh, you want to split the tip? Or want to split the bill? I'm going to split from this conversation and this date. They are sent to the link that is ping, David. Ben Richards says, what's thoughts on single mothers? Pendejas. You should have never let that Dusty impregnated you. Now look at you. Trying to take care of yourself and a baby. They are superheroes, don't get me wrong. They can do things that regular women cannot, but they are stupid. Hola, Flatus uncle. Aljon says, it is possible to say any sentence without saying the word Jew. Kidding? No. Hola, Ian. Ben Richard says, bravo. Lily says she's a goddess streaming. That is a thing. Rico says, what's your thoughts on Drew Peacock? Who the hell is Drew Peacock? Who the hell is Drew Peacock? Thank you for the super chat, Al Jones. Do you want me to roast you again? I will make up another reggaeton song. What is the topic, Al Jones? Hola, reinforced Steve. My village got trampled by elephant. How is it that an elephant trampled your village, but you got Wi-Fi to be in YouTube? You cannot scam a scammer. Te lo digo, okay? You cannot scam a scammer. Ben Richard says, what's your thoughts on economy? It sucks for lazy people and broke people. Aljon says, no topic, Racheta, you're good. Lions Lamb says, tell me what they are saying. Who? Loverboy says, hello, beautiful, how are you? I am sad. Nobody has donated to the link I pinged. Thank you for the super chat, John 80. Hola, Martin Barrow. Bravo to elephants. Hola, Silks the Savage with gray mentality. Gracias. Yes, I do have it. I have a very strong mentality. You know, that comes from growing up with tias. That's exactly a gold poop. That's exactly what my poop looks like. Golden. By the way, if you have never tried food with gold flakes, don't. It tastes like aluminum foil. It is just a status thing, pendejas. Oh, let me get the Wagyu beef with the gold. That's gonna ruin the flavor. Stupid. Bradley Hunter says, hi from Ireland, how are you? I'm okay, Bradley Hunter. What is happening in Ireland? What is the gas price in Ireland? Hola, Chewy. Okay. Man, stop counting your change in front of women, okay? Don't. Stop doing that. If you are counting change in front of women, she is counting the exits. Are you Argentine? No, I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Al Jones says stupid. Thank you, Anthony Lee. Send to the link that is pinned. Hola, Ben Richards. Love this lady. Tell us about thoughts on Iran. They're ruining everything, you know. I have not been to Dubai and that part of South, whatever. I'm not going over there. They ruined it. Juju says, I missed my opportunity to approach this cute Latina working at the hospital as a housekeeper, and now I can't stop thinking about her, and I wish I would have approached. If she works there, then you know she works there. So why don't you go back and tell her this? Tell her exactly what you are saying, while also asking her for her Venmo or Cash App or Zelle. And she'll probably go out with you. Silk says, educate them. I'm trying. Hola, Oracle King. John 2730 says, have a baby by me, be a millionaire. Please, I would be in the freaking welfare office if I had a baby by you. Oh, John says, I tell her about the change all the time and we've been together forever. She's planning her exit. She's planning the backups. Hola, Flatus uncle. What was the last conversation you had with your tia? A ver. She was talking about coming over because she wanted to make chicken with sofrito or something. That's what it was. Racheta. Hey there, Racheta. It's your favorite tia, Auntie Marissa. Why don't you come over? I'm making chicken with sofrito and I made fresh sofrito and arroz con gandules. And Big Tony's coming over with chicken cutlets. ¿Quién carajo is Big Tony? They're very close, Tia and Big Tony. And I said, no, Tia, I'm on a yacht eating lobster roast. You enjoy your poverty. Martin Barrow says, I'm currently on vacation in Puerto Rico. Greetings from your country. Lineslam says, am I the only one that doesn't know Spanish? Silk says, if you don't pay your bills, get rid of him. Exactamente. Ben Richard says, what's the best way to get the wife to perform more on me? Spend more on her, take stress away from her. Do you handle, if she is your wife, did you handle all the bills? All of them, entirely. Al John says, I love Marissa, she gets it. Anthropology says, reggaetoni tones. Pretty Princess says, were you on the Bad Girls Club show? That was my cousin Stephanie. Famo says, sexy, prove it. Send to the link that is pinned. Same with you, Jimmy C. Thank you for the super chat, John 80. Reggaetoni tones. Fatima the Kind says, Allah can even help you with bowel movements. IBS might not be fun. I don't like Allah. He is a pedo. Hola, Shimporku. Most importantly, satisfy her. Exactamente. So are you handling everything or what? Mr. How can I get my wife to do XYZ? What are you doing for her? Ese party hat! Fiesta, fiesta, racheta. Fiesta, fiesta, racheta. Fiesta, fiesta. Lions Lamb says, well, my song is the best. Nobody's going to play that song, Lions Lamb. Let it go. Okay, let's see. Mang, another tip I have for you is saying, you cannot spell provider without provide. Okay? Al Jones says, I worry about Hennessy. Steph is chill. I pray up for Hunter. And Jew, well, Jew simply scared the living hell out of me, Racheta. No offense. None taken is such a compliment. Thank you. Send to the link that is pinned, Gold Carrot. Thank you for the super chat, John 80. Thank you for the super chat, John 80. You're gonna get a shout out, John 80. John 80. John 80, did you have a question? You know, you've been sending super chats, you can ask questions. You skip the comment line and you don't have comments. Ricardo says, send a different pic. Keke? Cheeseburger says, what's up, Snooki? Excuse me, puto. Snooki wish. Lions Lamb says, Mookie. Ricardo says, to him. To who? John says, do you like bachata, la reina? And sometimes I just don't like to dance bachata because every time you know, it's always in like a place where there is not even a club. It's like a restaurant where they sell like mofongo. You know, no mofongo, como se dice? What is that stuff called that Dominicans eat with the salami? It is not mofongo. That is the Puerto Rican one. Dominican food. Eso mismo. La bandera. Mango. It's always at a place where they sell like mango and salami for breakfast, and there's a little spot. It's not even a dance floor, it's just a little space. And they'll play a song, and you start feeling all of a sudden some fat Dominican guys with sandals and open-toed shoes takes you and he wants to dance with you, putting his hand on the small of your back, trying to touch your butt. Cálmate. Relax. Jess, the link is in the bio, bang. Dark Myth Hunter says, do you speak Spanish? Where are you from? Let me guess, Colombia. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Hola, Walter from Russia. Erin Wilder says hello to Drew. Hola. John 80 says Boricuas. Exactamente. Boricuaza. Okay, let's see. Hola, Sir Keef Chief. Hola, Jamel B. Sparkles. Sparkles. Like the diamonds I want. I'm watching July from Paris. Bonjour. Omelette du fromage. Jean 80 says the most beautiful. Ben Richard says, what's for dinner tonight? I don't know. I don't want to cook. I don't cook, so I'm going to order out. Pero I don't know what I want. I'm gonna play you guys one of my favorite songs. This song is my alarm clock. Sir Keef Chief says, Junie the Meng, a rich one. Are you a rich one?
Puta, maricona, no estás metida, coño. Puta. 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 Llego a la casa, nunca estás ahí. Yo no sé para qué me casé contigo sabiendo que eres una puta. Vendiendo la chocha en todas las esquinas que puedes. Vas a vender la chocha a las 42. Puta. Puta. 42. Puta. Puta. 42. Puta. 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 42. Puta, maricona, no estás metida, coño. No te puedo dejar un minuto, siempre estás en la esquina, puta. Me traigas dinero para pagar la renta. Cochina. 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 Tienes la crica esa infectada ya de tantos microbios. Fucking puta esa, cojones. No la puedo dejar sola un minuto porque siempre es una cochina. Deja que yo todo.
Imagine being able to
Pam, 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 pam. Okay, let's see. Hola, William. I'm from Brazil. Oi, todo bom. Alter Ego says, I know what I want, and it's you, mommy. Oh, did you send money for your application? Let's see. No, I do not see a donation. You don't want nothing. Thank you, Jamel. Sir Keef Chief says yes, but you did not say nothing. Hola, X Roby. Snug X. Hola, looking good. Gracias, Snug X. X Roby says, are you a gypsy? No, I do not work. Jamel says, I think I loved you. I think not, because you have not sent money either. Where is this love? Beast Kitchen Bar says horrific. What happened? You smelled your upper lip. Errol Miller says nice dance. Gracias. Hola, Colin Young. Hola, yeah, buddy. How are you? Long time no see. I've not seen you in forever, yeah, buddy. Hola, Raimundo. Earl Miller says, I don't love you yet. John 80 says, perfect. Anukai says, hello, very beautiful. Gracias. Al Jones is laughing. You are laughing at my accent. You are laughing at my accent. That's okay. Brian Ferry says, you look like Eva Mendes on steroids. Thank you. Pankatang, tang, tang. Pankatang, tang, tang. Pankatang, tang, tang. Thank you for the super Jung 80. TCY says, yo, hair fake. Your whole profile is fake. That's an AI picture. Al John says, no, I'm not, but a little bit, yeah. I'm laughing at when you told my mangs he was horrified by smelling his upper lip. Hola, Marong. SnugX, have you heard of the Clapper app? Yes. Yes, I have. Did you like it? I made an account, but it's so dead on there, I don't even use it. Pankatang, tang, tang. Pankatang, tang, tang. I like money, Arrow. Maran says, from where location, baby? Ay, Dios mío. We go through this every single time you join my live. Juicer J says, have you been to Argentina? No.
Why just drive cars when you can build your career around them? At Universal Technical Institute.
Why are you trying to get me to do a career? Arrow says money not so important. That's something broke people say. Where all my scamming ass poppies at? 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boasting sucias, where'd you at? Just to flipping pop some tags. Go in there, go your bag and spend it. 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 Dame dinero. Porque yo quiero. Dame dinero. I like a sucio who deals drugs and he's got a lot of money and he gives it up. Show me where you spend the block on your ops, hanging out the window, screaming at the cops. Show me where your hood at. Show me where your hood at. Scamming ass poppies at 20s, 50s to cash out. Boosting sucias, where'd you at? Just to flipping pop some tags. Spend it, spend it. Dame dinero and spend it. Spend it, spend it. Dame dinero and spend it. Eso. Racheta, puñeta. And the ones and twos. You're welcome. Okay, let me go through the comments. Where were we? Earl says money not so important. That's something broke people say. Marwang says, can you to call me baby? No. Jong 80 says for the World Cup. Esawal says, what language is it? English. Errol says, you must find something better than money. Like what? Besides Jesus, there is nothing. Eswal says, what language do you sing in? English, coño. Hola, Christian Lopez. Van Armadang says, them books fake as F. What books? They are real books. Lulu says, what time is it right now in your country? 4:30. Isham says, why are you looking there? Looking where? Al Jones has maracas. Wepa. John 80 says, bacheta. Beach Schiller says, hello, beautiful. Doctor Who says, torta. You wish I was a torta, cabrón. I am beautiful, okay? I'm voluptuous. I know you think this is fat because you're probably in a third world country where pendejas are starving and they're built like my pinky. Please. John 80 says, English, coño. Hola, Port Royal. The Midnight Highway, what is this? I'm Racheta Puñeta Chancleta with the tetas, your favorite toxica Latina. Answering your questions, giving men advice on how to gain women and women on how to, giving women advice on how to find sugar daddies. Justin Samo says, you're the best. Gracias. Arrow says, there's always something better than money, me. Okay, pitch to me like the show Shark Tank. Why would I go on a date with you when you're already showing me that you are cheap and broke? Tan tan, tan tan. Okay, tell me. Pitch yourself to me. Wally Dolly says attractive hair without dandruff or discomfort and no acne. The Lord's favorite. XYZ says, who has 64 teeth and holds back a monster? ¿Qué carajo? Please get out of here. The Midnight Highway says I could get a woman. Then why are you here? Iswal says your English is incomprehensible. People seem to be understanding it. They are responding to me. You just don't understand.